to... I am completely addicted to murder mysteries and British media. So we're playing Contradiction, Spot the Liar again. And if it looks like I'm in the exact same outfit as last time I played, it's because I did. And I ate some food and I'm recording this immediately after the last episode. You'll see it on different days. But I recorded it on the same day because I'm addicted and I can't stop thinking about it. And I'm home alone for another 2 hours. So welcome back, everybody. And, yeah, so let's keep playing. Was that a PIN number on that business card? Yes, I think it's a PIN number to whatever the CCTV things are in the Atlas place, but I don't know how to find the CCTV stuff. Unless maybe it's connected to the TV here. There's no way. No. Her. See, I could call the chief for an update. So I'm gonna call the chief for an update. I feel so dumb every time I call him, but like, I really just need like that one tiny bit of information.
Made a bit of a discovery at the pub, Chief. Apparently Rebecca takes what I think is a morphine derivative. She had some on prescription in a cupboard at the pub.
And what did she say about that?
Well, I couldn't make her out, to be honest, but she didn't admit it was morphine. And I saw Ryan taking something from the cupboard too. Didn't see what it was, though.
It could have been the same thing. Well, check it out and get back to me, will you?
Certainly will. Speak later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, so... I don't know what to ask, though. I'm not sure. Rebecca doesn't give me much info. She's very straightforward. Doesn't give me much information about what's going on. So.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Alright. Oh, wait. Oh! This! She says she doesn't take any drugs or medicine, but these are her prescriptions. Ha!
Aha.
See, there's so many I keep forgetting about.
So, you don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers?
Well, they're not actually for me, they're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name. He's an old gentleman.
Does Ryan need prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Really? He's young to suffer from that, isn't he?
He doesn't have it badly, but he does need medication from time to time.
What medicine is it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Ryan will know.
So Ryan's the one using the prescriptions. I think I might have a word with him, work out exactly what this medicine is. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Well, it says morphine on it, so I would guess it's morphine. Alright. Trek all the way back up to Ryan. Ryan! See, I keep forgetting about the little details of some of the things that people have said because, well, it's been, 4 hours that I've been playing this game. Am I dumb? Was that mirror there before? I just went and looked. This mirror's been here the entire game. I don't know why I haven't noticed it before now. I'm dumb.
A few more questions, please.
Apparently. Alright.
Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. Well, yes, I'm old before my time.
That's very unlucky to have it so young.
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector, and sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
What do you take for it?
I get a prescription painkiller.
How often do you need that?
Not often, as and when. I keep some here, I keep some at home. It's not a problem.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I feel dumb. Well, of course I haven't asked Simon or Emma about any of this. They're not gonna know. I mean, I guess I'll go ask Paul and see what he says, but like, the other two aren't gonna know. Excuse my subway real quick.
Ask you a couple more things, please. When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Okay.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
So Daddy says you don't have it. That you pulled your back.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Did you know about Ryan Round's arthritis?
Arthritis? I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Someone's lying to me, and I don't know what combination of questions to put together to discover who it is. Okay, see, these are all pieces of information. Who am I talking to? I am talking to Ryan. Okay. See, I keep missing pieces of information because it's been a hot minute since I started this, and also because, like, I keep noticing things. Like I said, there's not a first aid kit. There's not supposed to be, but then it didn't play out, so I didn't think anything about it. But if you scroll back up here, it doesn't keep medicines on site. But they do. But I already figured that out, so I didn't think to ask.
So, you don't keep any medicines on site at Atlas?
No.
Except your prescription painkillers.
Well, these are not available to the students.
But they are kept on site.
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom. Nobody would have access to them.
You're sure about that?
Absolutely sure.
And what are the painkillers, Ryan?
They're painkillers. Just painkillers. Normal painkillers.
Paracetamol, codeine, morphine.
Well, all right, they're morphine tablets, yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on, Inspector. I know what you're thinking, but there's no way Kate could have had access to them.
Because they're in the storeroom.
Well, not just that. She wouldn't have even known about them, or where they were.
Sure about that?
Yes.
So it is morphine Ryan's taking. The pieces are starting to come together. Now I just have to work out how Kate got hold of it. If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course. Aha. So the storeroom isn't particularly secure, yet you keep your morphine tablets in there. I thought you said no one could get access to the morphine, but they could, quite easily, couldn't they, Ryan?
I didn't mean that storeroom. I meant a different storeroom. I keep them in there.
Okay. So where was it locked up?
It's upstairs. It's got a combination lock on it. Nobody could have access to it except me and Dad. Nobody.
I might have a look at that if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
A combination locked room, I see. Well, I might have a look around for that. See how secure and combination locked it really is.
It isn't. It isn't. We're gonna go up the stairs. I don't know why I said it like that. Oh my. We're gonna go up these stairs here. And we know 1905 is the keypad.
Welcome to the Mirror Room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious. As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, can I use the scrying mirror here? There's no use for that here. Okay. Wow. Alright. This is a bit spooky, ain't it? Ain't it? Alright. Hey Ryan, you want to explain some stuff to me?
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What the heck?
Can you tell me what you know about the mirror room upstairs?
Oh, you found that then. Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help the students look at themselves differently.
And what do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself until you start seeing yourself as others do. And you don't see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea is that you can see yourself eventually any way you wish.
So why in a locked room?
To make sure you're not distracted, that's all.
How often is it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful, some don't.
Okay. Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
We're gonna go ask Simon about the mirror room. Cause that's a bit sketchy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Simon. Where are you? There you are. Hey, buddy.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What do we know about the mirror room? Alright, well, yeah, okay.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
But it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance. Then, when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so you can't really get in.
But you don't know the combination?
No.
Aha. So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Yeah.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death. Did Kate have the number?
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Together?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried some morphine.
What do you mean trying to outdo each other?
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself. To see if you could do something you wouldn't normally do.
When was this?
A few months ago.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, we've hit 11 p.m. Okay.
So that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
Oh, we jumped. We jumped to 81%. We're almost done, folks. Okay, boy, who do I even begin asking?
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
Not off the top of my head, no. I think that's a question for Ryan.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'm gonna ask Paul real quick.
Ask about a few more things, please. Can you tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Well, nobody else is allowed to know the code, are they?
And not in theory.
So how is the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
And what about the CD?
That helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
Okay.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Did I ask Ryan about it? I guess I could ask Emma real quick.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
What do you know about this?
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Mirror room. No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on in the course. Something like that.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay. Did I already ask? Yeah, I did. Well, I asked everybody except James about it, so might as well hop on over to James. Oh. Hey! Hey, what's going on here, buddy? Hey, what's going on here, buddy? I wonder if he hit it in one of the... I doubt he hit it in the greenhouse, but... I just didn't look anyways. Oh, yes, shoes. Okay. Gourds?
So James is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's got some explaining to do.
Poppies. I don't know what poppies do. I don't know what that means, honestly. But hey, my intuition was right. He would hide it up there. James. Also, it's very Twin Peaksy to me because of the guy, James. I just think it's funny.
A few more questions, please.
Hey, buddy.
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Decoration? Why?
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that?
Scout's honor.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look? No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay. So you have poppy pods. They're a chemist. I don't know. Okay. Let's see if Rebecca... Poppy pods.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What do you know about poppy pods?
Go on.
Ever come across anyone trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here?
Not that I remember.
Okay, you know a lot about plants, though.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Suspicious. Quite suspicious. Alright. Simon.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Poppy pads. What do you know?
Odd question, but have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once, I think.
Where did he get it from?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
But I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? But I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so.
Aha. You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
Go on.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
What candidate?
Prime candidate. It means the best person in the group, basically.
What do you mean, test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester, it's me, and the other person's the...
victim.
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing. Ryan wanted me to test Kate.
Because they thought she was the best student.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her morphine. To break the law.
Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear. Atlas seemed to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate? Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay, so he knows Kate a lot better than he's letting on. Well, we're gonna go talk to Paul about this. Hey, Paul.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. What do you know about poppy pods?
Poppy pods?
Ever come across anyone selling them, using them?
No.
What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, we're gonna go ask Ryan his thoughts on the matter. seems to me. How did I never notice that mirror before?
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
I feel like I've lost my mind, but it's fine.
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods. Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter. Now, tell me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector? Prime candidates are simply the best students, the ones with the most potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional, truly exceptional. And they get a wonderful top job. It seems a very simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime candidate is?
Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives, more than I.
A motive to kill her, do you mean?
Now, that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
Now, I know that we talked about tests at some point.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I know that we talked about testing at some point with this guy. Rebecca, you know lots about it. I already asked her about it.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But?
Mostly they aren't up to it.
And what happens then?
They get sacked.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Note to know, folks.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
Kind of. It's okay. Do you know what a prime candidate is at Atlas?
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards. I don't think that really happens, though.
Did you know anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest. Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at Atlas.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Who do I have yet to ask? Oh, I didn't ask. Oh, I didn't even ask Simon about it. I thought I asked Simon about it.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
I thought I already talked to Simon. Oh, because
Thank
he
you.
told me about
Probably
it.
be back later.
Whoa. Alright. I just gotta ask James. James ain't gonna know anything. Haven't searched the woods for a while. I didn't mean to click on the hint, but it has a point. I haven't searched the woods in a while. Let's go on. Oh, 8. Hello? Anybody here? No, that's not what I wanted. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go, okay.
Just keep pushing.
Pardon?
Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to.
Ugh. Oh, I don't like that.
Excellent, Tom.
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
What is this?
A test.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test. I thought, you were supposed to be good at working things out, Inspector Jenks.
And
Listen,
so this would be
Kyle.
for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay, Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Don't make any rash commitments. Well, well. You really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
Hate everything about that. Hate all of it. Oh my god. I appreciate these games for not being like too awful, but while also like fully committing, but like Jiminy Christmas. I don't want it. Oh, I hated that. Oh, that's right. They're not in Merca.
Bingo. Well, Ryan, what have you been up to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
We're gonna talk to Simon super quick first. Ask him what he knows about people stabbing things through their hands.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Hey, buddy! Hey, buddy. Oh, we're not
That's it for the time being, thank you.
gonna talk about the stabbing through the hands?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
We're not gonna ask about the stabbing of the hands. That would be too... Kyle, you sick human being. You disgusting, disgusting man. There's lots of mirrors in this place now that I'm looking at it. Hey!
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Buddy!
Would you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
I suppose so.
So why were you going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
Not very little, Ryan. £500.
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
Go ask Daddy-O. He knows about any of this.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What's this?
Now, why do you think Ryan might want to give Kate a cheque for £500?
I've really no idea. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I've asked everybody that I could think to ask, so we're gonna... Okay. Cool. I guess okay. See, again, this is a situation where, like, I feel like this is asking for a hint, but there's probably pertinent information they can't give me in-game.
Something interesting, Jenks?
Very much so, sir. An interesting discovery in Ryan's car. A cheque for £500 from Ryan made out to Kate.
Blimey, how does he explain that?
He said it was an incentive. Apparently he'd heard she was thinking of leaving the course.
What made her so special that they were willing to pay her to stay?
Just a good student, I suppose.
Nah, doesn't add up. £500 is a lot more than an incentive, Jenks. You can buy questions in Parliament for that kind of money. Sounds pretty desperate. Keep on her, Ryan, about it. Oh, and get yourself another drink.
Another drink. Thanks, Chief.
I'm having one. Right.
Okay, back to Ryan we go. Okay, so there's a very specific order of questions that I have to put together to figure this out.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Assessment?
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
So he said students aren't tested, but then he said that they're testing them. So what did I click? What did I click? Oh my god. I don't even know what I literally just put two together. Oh god, okay.
Aha.
I was gonna say, I remember earlier
Well,
I said...
which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate?
Yes!
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference! If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Let's talk to Simon really quick, because, hey buddy, I was told...
A few more questions, if you don't mind. How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered. I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
No? Okay. Okay. So, he has to be tested, but then you said that didn't think that she could.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, you know, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about this.
Okay, so you say that Kate doesn't discover...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, we need to talk to... Ryan, real quick. Hey, buddy.
A couple more questions, if that's okay. Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
They don't use threshold testing, but I know for a fact that you told me that you use threshold testing. So let me find it. Oh! That's what it means. Oh my god. It literally said threshold testing in my dumb friggin' brain.
You say you don't endorse threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul, because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room. I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
She was worth 50 grand?
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
What big business needs, Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics. Push, greed is good, all right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
I'll see myself out. Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
He's doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him.
He's a policeman. We can't just...
You sort this, Ryan. You man up and you sort it. Tonight.
Oh. Okay.
That doesn't sound good. Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup, and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.